Go right ahead. Check one, check one.
Check, check, check.
I can't hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tropicana Field for day 2 of the inaugural Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and Under Championships right from Tropicana Field. You're watching and listening live on Stream Live Tampa. It's my pleasure to introduce today's guest host. He's going to be doing most of the play-by-play, and I'll go back to the color where I'm most comfortable. This is Mr. Jarrett Guthrie from 813 Preps.
Mikey Paris, great to be here with you today. Wonderful event. Love being here at Tropicana Field. Love being a part of the Stream Live Tampa team today.
We're so glad to have you. We did 4 games yesterday, flying solo. Took a little bit on the old voice. So now Jarrett Guthrie's going to help me out with the play-by-play. A little bit more familiar with the teams now, so it hopefully will be a little bit more smooth. And if you're watching on Facebook, and when they're changing players around, you guys help us out. Let's be a team today. Let me know when players change positions, and I'll be sure to get it written down. Sometimes they change so much and so fast, and these guys are all wearing the same color uniform, so it's kind of confusing for us back here being unfamiliar. So please be patient with us, and we do appreciate your help on Facebook. Just let me know, and I'll be happy to give shout-outs to anyone you like. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
And it looks like the Elite are helping us out today with jersey numbers on the front of their jerseys.
That does help out.
Yeah.
Jarrett, tell us about 813 Preps for anyone that may be unfamiliar.
Oh, well, we are about to start our 6th season of coverage of high school baseball in Hillsborough County, Florida.
There you go. All right. Go right ahead.
First pitch, fastball up. Swing, strike one. We are underway here. But, 813 Preps, we started about 6 years ago. We cover high school baseball in Hillsborough County, Tampa Bay area.
This is Luke Anderson leading it off for the Wisconsin Elite, all the way from Wisconsin down to St. Petersburg, Florida for the 3-day tournament. On the mound today for Sticks, Arkansas is going to be Patty Roth.
Roth delivers another one up, so it is 2-1.
It's a great 4 games of baseball. As we said yesterday, Jarrett, I know you watched a little bit of it. Going from 12 years old to 13 years old, always the big jump to the big field, and pitching is always a premium.
Yeah, separator here, the big field. You see what kids can hack it pretty quickly. All right, that's going to be ball 4. So Luke Anderson is aboard to start things off for the Wisconsin Elite. That'll bring up Reed Robinson.
We'll have 2 or 3 and sometimes even 4 extra hitters is when they come all the way down for a tournament. They want to make sure the kids get their at-bats in the game, so extra hitters will be used.
Yeah, everybody wants to get an opportunity to play where the big guys play. Strike one there.
Umpires today, Will Kistler behind the plate. Second base will be Will Gallant. Third base, Josue Torres. And at first base, Jared Neal.
Offers at it, strike 1. Or excuse me, strike 2, 0-2.
Reed Robinson had 1 hit yesterday.
The ball's in the dirt. Runner will take off and get to second easily.
We'll have 4 games again today, and then they will seed the teams based on their performances the last 2 days, and we'll have a consolation and a championship game on Tuesday.
Swings over that one. Nice response after the base on balls and the wild pitch. That's a big strikeout swinging. That'll bring Addison Lacko, the center fielder, up for the Wisconsin Elite.
might have got the pitcher mixed up
Yeah,
there, Jared.
it's Carson Chambers.
There
out
you
there
go.
on the
Carson
mound.
Chambers on the mound. We're getting it straight, folks. 9:30 on a Monday morning. Got our colors straightened out now.
Leaves that one up. Runner did advance to third on the last pitch.
Scoring position early for the Elite. Oh. Already. Jared, yesterday we had 4 or 5 balks, and that was a balk as well to move the runner over from second to third.
Yeah, get it out of the way early.
Absolutely.
Don't have any more. That's the way you do it.
A lot of it yesterday was the not hesitating on your pitch.
Mm-hmm. Swung over that one, 2-2.
Addison Lacko, 5'8", 145. Lefty Chambers looks in.
Ball is up. Looks like a pretty versatile player up the middle. He's playing center field today. They list him also as a catcher and a shortstop. So has up the middle locked down.
Absolutely.
Ooh, fouled off the catcher's mask.
That'll wake you up at 9:30 on a Monday.
Umpire's going to walk out, give him a second, but he popped right to the ball. He seems fine. Flied up. Second baseman going back. Oh, center fielder comes in and goes a little too far. Ball drops. Anderson will come in for the run. Lacko retakes second base on the throw.
Playing inside a dome with this field. We saw it yesterday on 3 or 4 occasions. All brand new to these kids playing under a dome, especially one that is notoriously difficult as this one at Tropicana Field.
He's not the first center fielder to lose a ball in the catwalks and cables and the line sewn into the tarp. So.
Unfortunately for Cam Reitner, Randy Rosarina was not there to make a diving play to save Kevin Kiermaier, as he did earlier this year.
Ball fouled off for strike one. This is Jason Dewey. Jason playing shortstop today for the Wisconsin Elite. Swung on. Second strike.
0-2 now to Dewey.
Runner tries to take third. Ooh, slides early. Comes up a little short, but manages to crawl in there and steal the base there at third. Addison Lacko with a stolen base after reaching on an error and taking second on the throw home. Jason Dewey with an opportunity to drive in a second run here for Wisconsin. Ball's inside. 2-2.
Just to give our viewers on Stream Live Tampa on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter a heads up, due to copyright laws, when the national anthem's being played, we've been flagged for playing the national anthem for our company on the website. So we do have to have no sound at time. If any music plays that is copyrighted, we have to mute our microphones. So just please bear with us and understand that we could get shut down by the lawyers in this world. I worked at a bar that basically was closed down because of that, having local music play live music like Fleetwood Mac, and you get in trouble and fined. So if you hear silence, it's just we are watching our backs and make sure we can stay on the air to broadcast the games for you.
Brett Beyondich up for the Elite right now. Dewey takes a full count walk. Runners on the corner for the Elite. That'll be strike one. Brett Beyondich, the first baseman. Dewey takes off for second. Throw is well off the mark into center field. The run, Addison Lacko will score very easily.
Dalton Hicks just airmailed that one into center field. A little high. Strong throw, but just a bit up high.
Yeah, I don't know if the thought was that the shortstop would come in and he was throwing there, or he just was well off the mark there, and maybe the trying to draw the runner home and try to catch him there. But that was not a on-target throw. All right, that ball hits the umpire's leg and scoots down towards first base, and that'll easily allow Dewey to take third base. And once again, with one out, the Elite are threatening to score a third run in this opening frame. 2-1 count on Brett Beyondich. He makes contact and sends it out to center field.
Cam Reitner.
Reitner settles under that one, but it looks like it'll be good enough to bring in the run. And it will. Credit Beyondich with the RBI sac fly. Jason Dewey comes in for the third run for the Wisconsin Elite here in the top of the first.
Cam Reitner in center made multiple fine plays yesterday. I'm sure he's not going to be happy with himself for missing the one early. But yesterday he was defensive stalwart for Arkansas.
Yeah, it's first inning. Hopefully he has a short memory and gets back to making plays like that one and shakes off that first one early. Oh, trails in on the hitter a little bit.
Luke Manderson
gets hit on the shoulder. So once again, the Elite have a runner on base. Still yet to pick up their first hit. 3 errors, 2 base on balls and a hit batter. Excuse me. Yeah, 2 base on balls and a hit batter. This will bring up Daniel Coyle.
Carson Chambers trying to limit the damage to the 3 runs scored.
Yeah, Manderson not taking a huge lead, but he does check him over before he makes the pitch. That ball is outside, 1-0. Chambers delivers, ball fouled off. Think that one's going to reach the seats, and it does. 1-1 on Daniel Coyle. Daniel an extra hitter today, but slots in as a corner infielder when he's on the field.
That'll send it to 2-1. Left-hander trying to silence the Elite. Get the sticks back in the dugout to get those sticks going.
That one's going to get tail foul as well and get into the seats down the right field line.
As I said yesterday, that's where I sneak down every Rays game that I come to.
Me too.
Right in that section.
Where the ushers stop and you get to
just grab a seat.
Fill in, yes. 2-2. Chambers to Coyle. Lines that one into left field for a single, the game's first hit. Daniel Coyle with the first hit of the game, a single to left field. 2 aboard, 1 down for the Elite, or 2 down, excuse me, for the Elite. That'll bring up Patty Roth, today's pitcher. Chambers offering to Roth. Fouls that one off his foot. Looks like it smarted for a second. He's going to give it a little walk around the circle there, and hopefully he'll be okay. Going to go talk to his coach, give him a few extra seconds to recover from That's Smarts right inside. Looks like it hit him right on the big toe.
That'll wake you up at 9:45 on a Monday as well.
That'll wake you up pretty much any time.
That's right.
Ball off the lower shin or right off the tip of the toe. Oh, 1 count. Good.
So behind the runner, and they got him caught.
Coyle in the rundown. Chambers with the ball. And he gets in there. Wow, runner to third. Coyle caught off, but they just couldn't make the play. Probably should have given that ball up to the shortstop there and let him try to run him back to first base, so at least the damage there would have been as minimal as it could have been, but I guess they had to think about that runner at third base and not let too many throws go, so try to keep that 4th run off the board.
Yeah, in a perfect world, if you're going to chase, you always run them back to the farthest base from the plate.
Agreed, but never know. You don't want to make those throws with a runner ahead of
Our
them.
coach used to say, too, if you're in a rundown and you have more than 3 throws, then you're not doing it right.
That's the truth. Ball is skied, and that'll come back our way. Lands well behind us. 1-2 still to Patty Roth. See if Chambers can get out of there, get a good pitch and get out of this inning and limit the damage to just the 3 runs. Roth hoping to pad the lead a little bit more. That breaking ball is up, 2-2.
Yeah, being the pitcher for the Sticks, we would like to get these 2 RBIs, give himself a little more breathing room.
Absolutely. Saw some big innings yesterday in some early games. And
that can get away from you quick.
Nice pitch there.
Carson
pitch there
Chambers
from Carson
gets it
Chambers.
done.
Gets himself out of that jam. Those 3 runs on just that 1 hit, those 3 errors are costly. But we'll see what the Sticks can do on their side and maybe cut that lead a little bit.
From Tropicana Field, Mikey Paris for Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. Back at Tropicana Field in the bottom of the 1st inning, the Sticks lead 3-0 on the Wisconsin Elite. Sticks up to the bat to try to cut into the lead with Patty Roth on the hill for Wisconsin Elite. And I'll throw it over to Jared Guthrie.
Yeah, shortstop Spencer Browning steps in against Roth here to lead off things for Sticks. Oh, umpire called time.
Practice pitch.
Second time almost done.
Spencer Browning's son of Kevin Browning, the coach for the Arkansas Sticks.
First pitch away, 1-0. That one will catch the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Roth spotted to a lead. Let's see if he can protect it early. Nice breaking ball, but just low, says the umpire. 2-1. That ball's inside. 3-1.
Pam Birdwell Felty on Facebook saying go Sticks with her son, I'm guessing, on deck. Ripken Birdwell.
Full count here to Browning.
Ripken Birdwell, a member of the all-name team already.
That's a good one. That one's fouled back into the seats.
Full count now.
Full count offering right here. Hit into right field. Falls for a hit.
Right in front of Cooglitch there in right field. Leadoff single for Browning.
That'll bring up the aforementioned Ripken Birdwell, the second baseman today.
I was going to use that exact same word.
There you go,
That's
aforementioned. There it is. We've been spending too much time together,
That's
Mike.
true, buddy.
That's it.
Never enough baseball, my friend. Never enough.
Fouled straight back, strike one. Max Heineman today, the catcher for Patty Roth. Here's the 0-1 offering to Ripken Birdwell. Throws over, checks on the runner there at first base. Browning back easily.
In yesterday's game, Ripken had 2 walks and a single. And now up trying to help the Sticks climb back in it.
0-2 count on Birdwell.
Crystal Browning, happy to see that leadoff single by Spencer today.
Glad you're watching, Crystal. Runner takes off. Steals second base easily. Picked a good pitch to go on. Breaking ball up. Catcher made a good throw, but the jump was good enough to get him. Get that base.
1-2 to Birdwell. Nice pitch under his hands.
First out recorded. That'll bring up Carson Chambers, the pitcher, with a runner in scoring position.
6'1", 160 for Carson Chambers.
Lines that one. That's going to find some grass. Will bring the runner around.
Skips by the left
skips by the
fielder.
left fielder, absolutely. Give him the RBI on that one. Going to rule that a single and an error. Chambers does get the RBI.
Ball was laced into left nicely. Saw a couple balls yesterday, too, bounce over heads when the ball came to drop. This turf, they're just not used to it. This ball skipped right there. That ball was screaming right at the left fielder, and it skipped past him. Brand new surface for most of these guys.
Yeah, hard to predict the spongy bounce
of Tropicana Field, no doubt.
That ball's going to find the grass just behind second base and allow the runner to advance to third. So we'll have runners in the corner. Oh, the throw gets away from the third baseman, and that'll easily advance both runners. So another error brings in a run. That was Buck Anderson with the single. He'll take second base, move himself into scoring position there on the errant throw to third base.
Arkansas Sticks answering back quickly after giving up 3 in the first. Right back to 3-2 with 1 out and another runner in scoring position. As they're going to chat with the pitcher here, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back on Stream Live Tampa. Mikey Paris back at Tropicana Field. Our first game of the day here with the Arkansas Sticks and the Wisconsin Elite. We're off and running quickly here. 3 in the first for the Elite, and now answered back 2 from the Arkansas Sticks. This is going to be Judd Smith, the third baseman for Arkansas, with the tying run at second base. Ball bounces in, gets away from the catcher, and he'll move over to third. So now that tying run just 90 feet away. There you go, Jarrett.
1-1 count here to Judd Smith. 5-hole hitter. That ball's away. 2-1. .510, 185, Judd Smith, corner infielder, playing third base today. A little bit late on that one, 2-2.
3 hits in the first inning for the Sticks, coming out swinging.
Good to see. It took 3 runs to be on the board for Wisconsin, the Elite, to get their first hit of the game. He swings over that one for strike 3. That'll be the second out.
Center fielder now, Cam Reitner.
Yeah, Reitner. Cam Reitner steps into the left-handed batter's box. Looks at one. That'll be strike 1.
That's trouble.
Into the turf. Yeah, that's going to be tough. The shortstop comes in, makes a good throw. Excellent play there by Jason Dewey. Hard throw over to the first baseman.
Off the bat, and knowing Reitner's speed and coming out of the left-handed box, the minute it got past the pitcher, I thought he was going to get there. Excellent play by Jason Dewey to get the out.
Just like the pitcher wrote it up, just letting that one get just by him so he didn't disturb that play.
He knew he was right there.
Good work. Good work.
So that'll do it. 2 runs for the Sticks in the bottom of the first, 3 hits. 1 runner left. So after 1, it'll be 3-2, the Elite. We'll be right back on Stream Live Tampa. Mikey Paris back live on Stream Live Tampa. The Wisconsin Elite versus the Arkansas Sticks. Just want to run through some stick sponsors that help them get down from Arkansas to St. Petersburg. Showtime Speedway in Clearwater, Florida. Langdon and Davis Law Firm, Texarkana, Texas. Flanagan Andrus Financial from Texarkana, Texas. And Browning Homes out of Texarkana, Texas. We thank you for helping these boys get here to play. And now over to Jared Guthrie as we start the top of the second.
The first pitch to left fielder Ethan Bass is up for ball one. Bass comes in as a shortstop, second base, center fielder. Today he's playing left field. Strike one, 1-1. Once again, Carson Chambers returns to the mound for Sticks Browning. That ball's low, 2-1. Ball up, 3-1. 3-1 approach for Ethan Bass here, wearing 44, the great Hank Aaron's number.
Hammer and Hank. Carson Chambers got himself in trouble in the first with a few walks.
Couple walks, yeah, and the errors have built. So let's see if he can battle down. No, that ball be in the dirt.
Leadoff hitter on once again.
Dalton Hicks gets back to the ball pretty fast, doesn't allow the runner to advance any further. But once again, the first runner for the Elite reaches on a walk. Catcher Max Heineman comes to the plate. Big lead for Bass there at first base. That pitch is up 1-0. Heineman 5'6", 140.
Hyman with a double and a single yesterday.
Swings over that one, 1-1.
Pop of the mitt.
Bass's lead was a little less aggressive that time, but he does stretch it out the second the pitcher makes his first move. Let's see if I think he might take off here at this pitch. Nope. Swings over a fastball, 1-2.
Carson Chambers looks in.
Ooh, catches the outside corner. Strike three.
The backwards K looking for the first out of the inning.
That'll bring up number 24, Ben Cooglitch, the right fielder.
Pitch misses inside, 1-0.
Tall, 6 foot 140 here for Cooglitch. Swings over that one, 1-1.
Did not get cheated on that swing.
No, he did not. Dalton Hicks will go out and talk with his pitcher, Carson Chambers, for a second. Lefty looks in. 1-1 count here to Cooglitch. That ball is up, 2-1. Steps off, the runner will retreat a couple steps. I am interested that his first lead was really, really big and aggressive, and he's kind of stepped it back a little bit.
Drawn it in.
Yeah. 3-1. He'll be picking a pitch right here, picking a spot, and if it's there, he's going to swing away. But Chambers has walked 4 now in the game, so swings over that one, 3-2. Full count here. 1 away here in the top of the second. That ball is low. 2 aboard via the walk. Runners on first and second. That'll bring up the third baseman, Bobby Idle. Uses the handle a little bit on the breaking ball, and Dalton Hicks will go out and talk to his left-handed partner Chambers out there. Brief conversation gives the ump time to clean off the plate. Idell step back in there, ahead 1-0. Ball inside to Idell. That's 2-0.
Yesterday's game, Wisconsin Elite defeated the Georgia Dream 11-2 in the early game. We'll sprinkle in yesterday's scores and how it's going to shake down for the rest of the day in between pitches here. Stick Browning with a big 14-6 victory over the Georgia Dream in the second game. Wisconsin Elite playing Sticks Browning right now. I'll get the other two scores for you. Oh, here's the second bracket right here.
Calls that one on the inside, 3-1.
And bracket B, excuse me, the Florida Dodgers defeated the Rip City Raiders 10-2. And then the Rawlings Tiger Black defeated the Florida Dodgers, or the Dodgers actually beat the Tigers 6-4.
Idell got a little ahead of himself. The umpire liked that one. That one was the outside corner. Full count. 1 away, runners on first and second. For the Wisconsin Elite here, 3-2 lead in the top of the second inning. That ball is outside. Bases are loaded with 1 out.
Dalton Hicks did his best to frame that pitch just off the corner.
So the bases are loaded for Jake Cardelis, the second baseman. Coach going to go out and talk to Chambers for a second.
So, Jarrett, when do you get going again with 813 Preps?
Well, we'll do a little fall ball. We like to stop by, but I always think of fall ball as kind of when coaches are trying to work things out. You might bring in a kid who's never pitched at the high school level and see if you can find that third or fourth arm. So I try not to cover it, but I like to go out and shoot some photo galleries and, you know, make our presence known and stuff. But we really start to get kicked off in January with our preseason previews. But we'll cover some fall ball. We always like covering the Steinbrenner Woodbat Classic at the Tampa Tarpons New York Yankees Spring Training Home. So we always enjoy covering that. We'll hit some of the other classics, the UT Classic, the USF Classic, but primarily our coverage is strictly the spring season. That first pitch to Cardelis is up, or no, a strike. I apologize, folks. Umpire ruled that in the zone.
Always good to help you get familiar with some new players that you haven't seen yet as well that are going to be coming up for your season starting in January.
Absolutely. Fouls that one straight back, 0-2. Conversation there with Chambers was probably just, hey, you know, worry about the hitter, don't worry about the runners.
Love a ground ball.
Yeah, let's try to get this out here before we turn the lineup back over. And he does just that, gets the strike swinging. So 3 walks and 2 strikeouts for Chambers here in this inning. That will turn the lineup over and bring Luke Anderson up. Anderson walked and scored in the first inning. So He comes up here and steps into the left-hander batter box with a big opportunity. Ducks on the pond. Looking to build that lead up a little bit from the 3-2 lead. That ball is away, 1-0.
It's been feast or famine for Carson Chambers. A lot of walks, but then a lot of strikeouts, too.
Yep, 4 strikeouts on the day.
This inning has been, even with the walks, has been a lot closer around the zone.
Dalton Hicks fakes the throw down to third base, but the runner hesitantly heads back. 2-0 count to Luke Anderson.
Big Bender.
Yeah, Bender gets him. He ducks on, but the umpire rings it on. 2-1.
A nice 12-6er.
Maybe confused Hicks a little bit on that pitch. He's going out, and maybe they're talking about the signs there. He looked a little confused, but
not as confused as Anderson.
No, Anderson.
He ducked out and
was
it broke right into
fooled
the
on that
play.
pitch. Fastball, 2-2. We'd really like to see Carson Chambers get out of this inning and
Absolutely.
face some adversity here, really test the mettle and show what he has.
Looks like he's starting to find that release point.
He is, yeah. I think he's gone away from that breaking ball that he's been leaving up a little bit. That was a fastball up, 3-2. That'll fill the count. Bases loaded here. Runners will be on the move. 2 outs.
Start the merry-go-round.
Yes, sir. Carson Chambers against Luke Anderson, the payoff pitch right here. And he looks at strike 3.
Not pull the trigger.
Huge pitch for Carson Chambers. Way to get out of that inning. 3 walks, but all 3 runners stay in place. Huge
Thanks to the 3 strikeouts. So at the going into the bottom of the second, the Elite still lead 3-2. Sticks coming up to try to get that tying run. We'll be right back here on Stream Live Tampa. Stream Live Tampa back here, Tropicana Field, the inaugural Pro Series World Championships, 13 and under. Teams from, it's 9 different states, but 6 different teams. And then we got a 3-2 ball game here, a barn burner between the Wisconsin Elite and the Arkansas Sticks. Back to the play-by-play with my savior, my friend, Mr. Jared Guthrie.
Catcher Dalton Hicks steps up to the plate here for Sticks Browning. Drives that one past third base. That'll be a single for Dalton Hicks. First pitch single, way to get it started for his team. They'll bring in the courtesy runner. They'll bring in Cameron Reitner, who was the last out of the last inning. Center fielder. He'll be the courtesy runner for the catcher. Hudson Davis steps to the plate now for Sticks Browning. Davis playing left field today. Reitner takes a good lead off of first.
Hudson Davis had a single along with 2 strikeouts yesterday.
Roth checks on Reitner over at first base. Lets him know he's thinking about him. Reitner back out to an aggressive lead. And he takes off. Throw down's a good throw, but Reitner got a great jump on that. Stolen base. Heineman with a very good throw, but great jump from Reitner. Pitch was a ball, Hudson Davis. Davis offers at the bunt but can't make contact. That'll be strike 1.
Heineman with a very strong throw there. That's when my catching career ended, from 12 to 13.
Yeah,
and I became an outfielder.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Ball inside on the catcher's foot, gets away from him. Runner will easily take third base on the wild pitch. Hudson Davis about to look at a 2-1 pitch with a runner at third base. Coach will call timeout. Davis did did put the bunt out, but pulled it back there before the ball hit right in front of the catcher's left foot.
2-hour time limits on all games today. They won't start another inning after the 2 hours has gone through. So could be 5 innings, could be 7.
That pitch well out, 3-1. Roth had a couple of strikeouts himself in the first inning. Let's see if he can battle back and puts one over the plate. Strike 2. Full count here to Hudson Davis, the left fielder. Davis looks at ball 4. He'll take first base. Runners on the corners. No outs here in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up number 27, Luke Flanagan. Flanagan, the first baseman for Styx Browning. That'll bring out the coach. He's going to talk to Patty Roth.
So with a 3-2 score, a pitching change possibly coming, or just checking in?
I think he's just checking in here.
We'll take a little break. We'll be right back on Stream Live Tampa. Runners on the corners with no outs here for the Arkansas Styx. Back at it now, and here's my man Jarrett.
Yeah, Luke Flanagan takes his first at bat of the day. Runner takes off for second. Great throw. Got him, but it does allow the runner, Reitner, to come in and score the tying run, making it 3-3. So an excellent throw there from Max Heineman down to get the stealing attempt Addison Davis, but it does allow the runner to come in on the throw. So first out, 2-6, but run does score, making it 3-3. 1-1 count here to Flanagan.
We had a couple of the plays like that yesterday. They're conceding the run to get the outs. You know you're going to have to score some runs to win. And if you can get that first or second out and get off the field with the third one, they're allowing some runners to score.
Yeah,
Nicks him on the shoulder.
Yeah, fastball tails in. Looks like it got him in the upper arm. Happy to take the fist bump from the coach there and be on base for his team. Number 9, Walker Wright to the plate for Styx Browning.
Extra hitter.
Yeah, it's a 1-0 pitch here to Walker Wright. Walker Wright, one of the extra hitters for the team from Texas. Sticks Browning going with 2 extra hitters today, whereas the Elite are taking a little bit more advantage, and they're batting 13. So Walker Wright. 2-0 offering is in the outside batter box. It's 3-0 to Walker Wright. Good job there by Heineman to get to that. Off glove side. Keep that runner at first base. That ball's in the dirt. Ball 4. Runner advances. Runners on first and second. That'll bring up Christian May. Another extra hitter on the day, and that'll do it for Patty Roth. Roth responsible for the 2 runs on the board. Or excuse me, the 2 runners on bases, but of the 3 runs, only 1 was earned.
See who's going to be coming in now for the Texarkana. With a 3-2 score and first and second with 1 out. He'll be making a move. A right-hander. First game action today at Tropicana Field. First of 4 to get our seed set for tomorrow's championship and consolation. So I believe this may be Manderson that we saw yesterday.
A little bit behind on our board. They still have yet to put the run up on the big board in center field. But it is a tie game, 3-3 here. Opening game of our day 2 from the Pro Series Power Showcase 13U World Championship.
Christian May will be coming to the plate for the Sticks.
Yeah, May, the second of Sticks Browning's extra hitters in the game. Hitting in the 11 hole. You don't say that very often, but in the 11 hole. That ball is up 1-0.
There we go. Got the scoreboard straightened out. 3-3 tie.
1 away. Runners on first and second for Sticks Browning. That ball's inside. May pulls back the bunt. 2-0. Christian May from Texas. Plays some second base, some center field, left fielder. 5'5", 125. Let's see if he can move these runners over and turn the lineup over. Maybe bring a run across. That ball catches the inside. 2-1.
Luke Manderson on the hill now for the Elite.
Anderson's pitch is away, says the umpire, so that is 3-1.
Just to get me on my toes early yesterday, they have Luke Manderson and Luke Anderson on this team.
I like that. Ball fouled back. That'll fill it up.
$125 pitches allowed for a pitcher during the 3-day tournament, Jarrett.
Go, good. Good to know. You sure they weren't the same person and Manderson just goes out with a fake mustache?
That would work.
That ball is up. That'll load the bases. And turn the lineup over. Spencer Browning, who reached on a first pitch single to start the hitting off for Sticks Browning. He'll step the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out. Browning from Texas. Breaking ball called for a strike. Another one here, a little shoulder flinch from Browning. Beautiful. Second pitch strike. Same pitch, a little bit more over the plate this time. See if he comes at him with a fastball here, maybe something low and gets him, or away and gets him to chase. Doesn't chase at the fastball away. 1-2.
Had the same idea.
Breaks that breaking ball off over, and it dips just below the strike zone, but I'm surprised. I wouldn't have been able to lay off that one.
That's a tough take right there.
I wouldn't have been able to lay off that one. 3-2 as Manderson is working fast here with the bases loaded.
I noticed that yesterday about him. He's catch, step, and throw again.
I don't mind it.
Not at all.
That ball's hit hard. Left fielder makes the catch, but Flanagan tags up and will score easily. So that'll give Sticks Browning the 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the second on an RBI sac fly from Spencer Browning. So Browning's day so far consists of a single, a stolen base, a run scored, and an RBI sac fly.
That's a good start to the day for any leadoff hitter, sir.
We'll take that. We'll take that. The two trail runners do stay in position at first and second, and that'll bring up Ripken Birdwell, the second baseman. Birdwell struck out swinging in his first at-bat.
Did a courtesy appeal over to third. Josue. I'm going to get it one day. Josue Torres said he did not leave early.
I know Josue well. He umpires in a lot of games in Hillsborough County in the high school season. So,
nice. He hollered at me yesterday. I knew he was an umpire, but sure, he's like, Mikey, like, hello, sir.
Always a great guy, always a big smile on his face. Always enjoy talking to Josue. 1-1, and he's a good umpire.
They said they are happy that they are working indoors.
Yes, I bet it's been a long summer. Will at second base, I saw him a couple times, and always need to remind him a couple doses of sunscreen throughout the day because he like me, is a fair-skinned gentleman.
Right, the fair skin.
So it is 1-2. But so far we've had the games I watched yesterday with you, and so far this game, really good umpire crews.
Absolutely.
Swings over that one, beautiful pitch. Limits the damage. Manderson comes in and gets the job done. 2 runs do come across and does give Sticks Browning the 4-3 lead, but Manderson just allows that 1 run.
For Stream Live Tampa, it's Jared Guthrie and Mikey Paris on the call. We'll be right back.
And we're back here, Stream Live Tampa, coming to you from Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, the Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and Under World Series. Wisconsin Elite Reed Robinson to the plate for the Elite, facing off against Carson Chambers, out to work his third inning on the mound for Sticks Browning. Robinson, a 5'8", 155-pound, 13-year-old from Indiana.
So back and forth game right here.
Yeah, a lot of early action. That ball's up, 2-1 on the count on Robinson.
Extra hitter today.
3-1. Fastball swung on, 3-2.
Chambers misses with the 3-2.
Robinson reaches to start things off for the Elite. That'll bring up Addison Lacko. Lacko reached on an error, advanced to second on the same error, stole third base and scored on a RBI sac fly. First pitch to Lacko is strike one.
Carson Chambers seems to enjoy getting himself in trouble right off the bat.
Does,
Sure, he doesn't enjoy it, but he's doing it. Look at Reitner.
Reitner runs that one down. Excellent play there for the center fielder. Runner will retreat back to first base. Efficient out for Chambers there. Reitner, as we mentioned, had that one play in the first inning where he kind of lost it, but has made two really nice plays since then. Came in and scored a run for his team as a courtesy runner.
Sitting right behind home plate, you can really appreciate the distance he traveled to get to that ball. He made it look easy, but it was not.
Seen some throw down to first base. Runner dives back in. Robinson dives back in safely. We've seen some pretty good center fielders play in our time here at Tropicana Field over the years. Certainly defensively. Carl Crawford, and certainly the Gold Glove winner, Kevin Kiermaier.
Absolutely. That's for a long time here in Tampa Bay, folks. The only reason to come to a ball game was to watch Carl Crawford and enjoy seeing him hit a triple.
And Evan Longoria.
Longo was
some fun
going,
players of that generation.
Going way back, it was tough from the beginning.
In on his hands, the shortstop deep in the hole. That's going to be an infield single.
You got a chance.
Got him. Great throw there. Great throw there by first baseman Luke Flanagan. Luke throws it across after the ball bounces into him. Good play by the shortstop, Spencer Browning, but he was deep in the hole and the big field kind of got him. But to get that out, that's an impressive heads-up play by Luke Flanagan, the first baseman for Browning.
With the awesome, emphatic out call by Mr. Torres at third base.
Josue told you it was an out and then told you right where he got him, patted the back, lifted his calf up and patted the back of the calf. That one will go up the middle. Browning will step on second base for the third out. We got out of that one relatively easy for Mr. Chambers. Gave up the one walk and the one hit, but the hit did have the runner get erased, and then that one right, the step on the bag at second base for the third out. So middle of the third, Sticks Browning leads 4-3 against the Wisconsin Elite.
We'll be right back with that. Bottom of the third, right after this. Welcome back to Tropicana Field. Always a great Monday for baseball with Wisconsin versus the Sticks.
Pitcher Carson Chambers here for Sticks Browning. Steps in to the left-hander's batter's box, looking to pad his team's lead a little bit, up just 1 run here in the bottom of the 3rd. Chambers singled and drove in a run in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Start off the home half of the 3rd inning. Drives that one, tucks right inside the first base line. Has to settle for a single as the right fielder
Cooglitch with a great job to keep it in front, to keep that to a single. The minute that was past the bag, I thought it had double all over it. That's an excellent play to keep the runner at first.
So Chambers has his 2nd single of the game, and that'll bring up Buck Anderson, the right fielder.
Buck Anderson did the catching yesterday, which with that name is definitely a catcher name.
Catcher's name, yeah, for sure. So Chambers takes his modest lead off of first base. Anderson, who singled in his first at-bat, looks at ball 1. Buck Anderson, a native of Texas, takes a second to himself, walks away a little bit, gets his head back in it, and umpire calls him come in to face the 1-0 pitch here. Fouls that one off. Weird sound off the metal bat I'm not used to hearing here at Tropicana Field.
It's a lot of good ones yesterday. Just not used to hearing that pang.
That ball is up, 2-1. Anderson drives one into the dirt to third base. Strong throw there by Bobby Idell for the first out. Runner does advance to second base. That'll bring up Judd Smith, the third baseman. Smith struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Looks at one outside, 1-0. Chambers takes an aggressive look at the ball there in the dirt, but good job there by Heineman keeping that in front of him.
Anderson looking for the first clean inning.
That'll hit Smith in the foot. That'll be a dead ball. The runner will have to go back to second base, but 2 aboard here with 1 out in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up Reitner, the center fielder. Cameron Reitner made a couple of good plays. He himself victim of an excellent play by Dewey at shortstop in his first at-bat, but let's see what he can do with 2 aboard. Strike 1 swinging there to start off the at-bat for Reitner. That ball is up, 1-1. Throw down to second base. The Chambers will get back in time.
Athletic play.
It was that. Ball well off target, but Max Heineman, good job jumping for it and making the throw. Reitner fights that one off, making it 1-2 up in the zone. Reitner showing off his range in the last inning, running a ball down. Looks like he'll play any position in the outfield he's asked, but playing center field today. That thrown behind him.
Another great play by Hyman.
Yep. A blind catch. Good job. Up in his eyes, he chased that one for strike 3. It'll be a second. Well, catcher Dalton Hicks sheds his gear. He'll step in with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Sticks here with a 4-3 lead on the Wisconsin Elite. Luke Manderson pitching for the Elite, working fast. That one outside. 1-0. Hicks takes a cut and fouls that one into the seats.
Right into the Mikey seats. Love hanging out. If you ever come to the Trop, hanging out in the Budweiser porch out in center field. It's fantastic. All sorts of food and beverages. But when you...
A check swing, swing the second baseman.
Do it.
Jake Carpellis makes that one easy. Cardelis makes that one easy. That'll do it for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sticks Browning holds a 4-3 lead on the Wisconsin Elite. We're Stream Live Tampa. We'll be back with you in a few minutes for the 4th inning. Carson Chambers back out for his 4th inning of work. He'll face off against Luke Manderson to start the 4th inning. Manderson hitting for the Elite. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. He tries to hit me with a foul ball. That wasn't very kind of him. Straight back, 0-1.
3rd inning, the 1st inning clean for both teams.
Another foul ball. This one up and might come back towards us. Nope. Good. All right. Chambers ahead 0-2 on Manderson. Anderson fights that one down the third baseline, but it'll also trail foul, so it remains 0-2. Ball fouled straight back again. Count remains 0-2.
This keeps up, I'm going to get my umbrella out.
Protect the back of our head for sure.
That's right.
That ball's up 1-2. Yeah, these are better seats than Ryan Anderson and Dwayne Stats get, for sure.
Absolutely.
Set up right behind home plate here. Swings over that one. That'll be the 6th punch out for Chambers on the day. That'll bring up number 50, Daniel Coyle. Coyle singled the game's first hit in the first inning.
Affectionately known as Two Chains, Daniel Coyle.
Illinois native, one of the extra hitters for the Elite today. Swings over that. 0-1. Typically a third baseman, shortstop, and first baseman. The 5'8", 154-pound right-handed Coyle. That ball is inside, 1-1.
Pop in the mid.
Ball's low, 2-1. Coyle slightly ahead of Chambers here. Ball skied. Hicks, nobody really had a beat on that. The pitcher Chambers tried to make a late effort. Hopefully he's okay. He's checking his elbow. I think he's just adjusting an armband there.
Rug burn. They had it triangulated, but it fell between the three of them.
Good. So, new life for Daniel Coyle. Let's see if he can make him pay for not making that play. That was a tough ball. It was skied high. Pitcher ran a long way. First baseman's playing deep in his position, so he didn't really have a chance at it. Hicks probably had the best thing, but that's a tough play for a catcher to dive underneath it. Oh, I might agree with Dalton Hicks there. He thought he got that bender to cut just enough of the plate, but the umpire says no, stayed outside. Full count on Daniel Coyle.
Kind of wish he would have threw it.
Yeah, that ball's in the dirt. Coyle gets to first base on a walk.
So not leading off with a walk this inning. Gets a strikeout for the first batter, but does walk the second.
Yeah, that's 7 walks for Chambers. He's struck out 6 and he's walked 7 and only allowed the 2 hits. So
that's an interesting day. That's dotted.
And that ball is going to be extra bases. Patty Roth helping it out of his own cause will easily drive in the run. Will he stretch it to 3? Ball's thrown in. He stands up. Probably should have slid there, but he does his job. He gets a run in. Josue Torres, the umpire there at third base, rings him. He probably regret not sliding there. If he would have slid, I think he would have been well under a tag, but instead he was tagged at about the hip level there at third base. But does bring the run in to tie this game at 4.
Rounding the bases there, he probably said, "Coach, I'm too tired to slide."
Yeah.
Just did not get in.
Wanted to keep his uniform clean.
That's right. But that ball was smoked into the gap.
And a heads-up play by the shortstop there, Browning, to get that in. To get that over to third base.
On the relay.
It was kind of a loopy throw into him from Reitner in center field, and he just made a heads-up throw there, Spencer Browning, and Was able to get it in front of the runner and tag him out. Big 3-strike K there to answer by Carson Chambers, his 7th strikeout of the day. The Elite do pick up a run there on a double by Patty Roth. It is 4-4, folks, as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We are Stream Live Tampa, coming to you live from the Pro Series Power Showcase 13U World Championships. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th. You know, sometimes, Mikey, when your own jokes come back and bite you, we were, an inning or so ago, we were talking about Luke Anderson and Luke Manderson having a similar names. Well, we've been saying Luke Manderson was a relief pitcher this whole time, when, in fact, it's been Luke Anderson who's come in to work here for the Wisconsin Elite. So Luke Anderson has been on the mound here for the Elite, and he comes back out for the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 1-1.
Jared Guthrie narking me out. I was just going to tell you guys at home that you were just hearing it wrong.
Yeah.
But it is Anderson on the hill.
Hudson Davis to the plate here for Sticks Browning in the 4th inning.
Walked in the 2nd.
Fouls that one back, 2-2.
Great ball game to start out this Monday morning. The Pro Series Showcase, 4-4 right now in the bottom of the 4th.
That ball is away. That'll fill it up, 3-2. Yeah, a couple. You know, that first inning was a little shaky, the top of the first, with those errors and you know, but a game with 5 errors to only be 4-4, it's not as bad as it could be.
Absolutely.
That ball swung over strike 3. Big pitch there for Luke Anderson.
So the pitcher's been getting themselves in a little bit of trouble and then getting themselves out and working through some errors just to keep it to 4-4. But competitive ball game.
Umpire checks in back with the official staff, get him a couple new baseballs after a number of fouls last inning. That'll bring up Luke Flanagan, the first baseman. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 2nd inning. Looks at strike 1. So Luke Anderson pitching to Luke Flanagan. That breaking ball finds its mark, 0-2.
You got more Lukes than a Star Wars movie going on.
True. Swings over that one. Back-to-back punch-outs for Anderson. So not only is he working fast lately, he is working efficiently. Up to 4 strikeouts in his relief appearance. That'll bring up Walker Wright. Walker walked in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning. Reached second base, but was held there.
Let me ask you something, Jarrett. Since he plays for the Sticks, does that make him a Texas Walker?
Oh, boo.
Had to do it.
Boo. Chuck Norris would karate chop you for such a dad joke.
That's right.
Mikey. Walker from Arkansas in the Arkansas-Texas stick. So he would have to be a Arkansas Ranger. I don't know if they have those.
So they get guys from Arkansas and Texas on this team. That's where I got the Arkansas from. So we'll say Texarkana.
A number of sponsors from the Texarkana area. Yeah, absolutely. 2-2 count to Walker Wright, one of the extra hitters here for Sticks Browning. Walker 5'9", 140 pounds. Plays some center field, some left field, and some first base. The scoreboard lists him as John Walker Wright. And he looks at ball 4. So he'll reach base with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Christian May. May also walked in his first appearance.
Back behind the runner.
Heineman is not afraid to let that one go. Got a lot of confidence there in his first baseman. Ball's up 2-0. Breaking ball come in for a strike, 2-1. That ball is skied. Left shortstop gets underneath it. Jason Dewey for the 3rd out. Runner left stranded at first base. Nothing doing there for the Elite in the top of the 5th inning, or excuse me, the bottom of the 4th inning.
We'll head to the 5th. The speed is picking up in the game, folks, and you can feel the intensity building between these two teams in a 4-4 game. As we'll head to the 5th inning for Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. We're back, Stream Live Tampa, coming to you from Tropicana Field, the Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and Under World Championship. Wisconsin Elite, Max Heineman, the catcher, looks a ball away. Carson Chambers still on the mound for Sticks Browning. Chambers with 7 walks, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 4 runs total. Allowed. This game is tied 4-4. Here's the 0-1.
Ball's lined into left field for a single. Heineman's first hit of the game. And a courtesy runner, Ethan Bass, who made the final out of last inning. He'll run for the catcher, Max Heineman. Hyman has to go back and get his elbow guard. So number 44, Ethan Bass, now running at first base. Ben Cooglitch steps to the plate. He walked in his first at-bat, full count walk. Swings at the first pitch, 0-1. I like that move from Dalton Hicks there. Pump fakes with
the shoulders.
Pump fakes with an empty hand to first base. Gets the runner to bite back. Swings over that one, 0-2. Very nice pitch from Carson Chambers.
Chambers starting to live on that outside corner now and catching it.
Yeah, and he's really getting that breaking ball down too, whereas he was having some struggles with that, especially in the second inning. Ball is low, 1-2 to Ben Cooglitch, Wisconsin native, 6 foot 140. Runner takes off pre-pitch. Hicks doesn't quite get a great handle on it, so the runner gets the base without a throw.
A wise decision. He just didn't have the grip.
But we do get the strikeout there on Cooglitch. We'll trade an out for a base, I bet. Bobby Idell, the third baseman today, steps to the plate with a runner in scoring position, 1 out. Idell walked in his first at-bat back in the second inning. Swings over the first pitch he sees here in the fifth.
Chambers looks in.
Flies that one into left field. It's going to be a charge up by shortstop Spencer Browning. And he makes the play and doubles off the runner who was aggressively running on
Lost track of the outs,
yeah.
Obviously.
That's a double play credited F6-4. So no runs on one hit there in the top of the fifth inning. We are still tied 4-4 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. We are Stream Live Tampa, coming to you live from Tropicana Field. We'll be back.
Back at Tropicana Field, Mikey Parris and Jared Guthrie.
Spencer Browning into the plate. How you see this very often. A guy makes a good play and he gets to take the first cuts the next inning. Browning went out into left field and made a great catch and then a strong throw to get the runner who had found himself well off second base, was actually rounding third. As Mikey pointed out, probably lost track of the outs there for the double play, the inning-ending double play. Quick 4-pitch walk. Browning will head down to first base to start off here the home half of the fifth inning. That'll bring up Ripken Birdwell. Ripken Birdwell has a couple of strikeouts today, so let's see if he can get things going at the plate. Browning making a lot of moves, draws a lot of moves over there at first base, draws a throw, it bounces off the padding, heads in to deep right field, and Spencer Browning will move all the way over to third base. He's jumping around doing some kind of hopping motions, and it drew the throw there from Luke Anderson, and Anderson bounced the throw over the first baseman and hit that wall where it flattens out and sent the ball skipping out where the right fielder had to make the play. That'll draw out the coach to hopefully, I would assume, just calm things down here.
They send some down to the bullpen now. He just wants to have them get in a little control and just try to get one out at a time, I would think, in this tie ball game.
Remind him that Birdwell's, swung over a couple pitches today. Maybe, tell him, pay attention to that runner, but your focus is the hitter here in this tie game, 4-4.
While we have a minute, I want to shout out to Brian Domenico, the founder of the Pro Series Power Showcase. Nice enough to have Stream Live Tampa aboard. Everyone of his staff have been fantastic with us and very helpful to help us get us stuff ready to go. And that goes for the staff of the Tropicana field as well.
Gotta love an event like this. In a year's time, you go from the small field to playing on the field where a lot of your heroes probably spend some time.
Absolutely. This going to be very exciting for these kids.
1-0 offering there.
Heads up.
Ball fouled back. We have one of the next teams kind of sneaking in behind us.
That's going to be the Rip City Raiders. Had a tough day yesterday, looking to turn it around today.
1-1 count here. Fouls it off his foot. Does Ripken Birdwell. 1-2.
Spencer Browning with the early lead in the clubhouse for the MVP of the game today. Of course, depending on the outcome. Here's the 1-2.
That ball's up, 2-2. Luke Anderson came on in relief with one out there in the second inning. It's worked here into the fifth. That ball's away, fills up the count. No outs, runner on third base. That ball catches Birdwell there on the upper thigh. He'll take first base, put runners on the corners with no outs. Second hit batter for Luke Anderson, the elite pitcher. And that'll bring up Carson Chambers, his opponent on the mound right now.
Sean Kelly keeping a big eye on the bullpen down there. Trying to give him some time to get loose, I do imagine. But he will stay with Anderson.
Chambers, another guy who's kind of vying for that game MVP.
Absolutely.
If they're able to come through. A couple hits already, a couple singles, and I think seven strikeouts.
Keeping him in the game on the mound, absolutely.
That ball is up. Nice leaping snag by Heineman there. Made a couple good plays behind the mound. Or excuse me, behind the plate. Excuse me. Chambers with a pair of singles, scored a run and drove in a run in the first inning. That ball's away, 2-0. Carson Chambers fouls that one back, 2-1. Anderson, the on-deck man, Buck Anderson with some hustle there, catches it on one bounce, flips it to the umpire. You said yesterday Buck did some catching, right?
He did the catching. That was
Always wants to help out the umpires.
That's right.
That one's hit hard and skied. Right to shortstop. That'll be Jason Dewey, who himself's had a nice day. Makes the catch. Good adjustment back on the ball, so that's a first out of the home fifth here.
Very big out right there with first and third and nobody out to keep a pop-up on the infield. No one advances.
So just as we mentioned, that'll bring up Buck Anderson. Anderson 1 for 1 on the day with a single in the first. Buck Anderson will step in against Luke Anderson. Runner will take off to second base. Max Heineman pump fakes to second base, but looks back the runner at third, so we'll give a stolen base to Birdwell there. 1-0 count. 1-1, swings over that one.
Shalisa Renee pumping in on Facebook to say go Spencer. Spencer's got more than a few fans saying hello on Facebook to us. I'm sure I murdered your name, but I apologize, but thank you for watching. We'll just go with Renee.
2-1 count. That one fouled back into the seats behind us. 2-2 to Buck Anderson, the right fielder today, for Sticks Browning.
Catcher outfielder like Dale Murphy a little bit there.
And Luke Anderson steps off for a second. They'll run through the signs again. That ball's up and in. 3-2, that'll fill it up. Runners on second and third. Payoff pitch Anderson to Anderson here. Strike three looking. Excellent pitch by Luke Anderson for the Wisconsin Elite. Sits down Buck Anderson.
It's going to leave it to Judd Smith to try to do it with 2 outs now after having first and third with no outs. Second and third with 2 outs now. Anderson trying to wiggle off the hook.
Smith 0-1 on the day, but was hit in his last at-bat. That ball's away. Heineman makes another look down to third base. Spencer Browning retreats. That ball's behind him, and that'll bring Browning in. The ball gets back and bounces off. An excellent play by Heineman, throwing into pitcher Luke Anderson, but the umpire made the good call there. He was underneath it. That was the right call.
I believe his foot got in too.
But it does not take away from the excellent throw by Heineman and the quick swipe tag there by Luke Anderson. Did everything right on that play. Played the wall bounce very well off the
barehanded it, no less.
Off the metal mesh of the advertising signs, but Browning did get that foot in underneath.
I agree with you.
Big cut there by Judd Smith. Runner also advanced to third base on the play, so 90 feet away. Judd Smith looking to further the lead that his team just took. It's 5-4. Sticks Browning. He skies that ball. It's going to come behind us and land in foul territory. 2-2. Ripken Birdwell at third base. Smith crowding the plate. Offers at that one. Looks like that's going to be an easy play for the first baseman. Brett Brandish. So that'll do it for us in the bottom of the fifth. No hits, 1 run, 5-4 lead for the Sticks Browning team over the Wisconsin Elite. We'll be back with the 6th inning in a few minutes from Stream Live Tampa and Tropicana Field.
Mikey Paris with Jared Guthrie here at Tropicana Field in a 5-4 game now, heading to the top of the 6th. And here is that man, Jared Guthrie.
Jake Cardelis steps in, the second baseman here for the Elite. Looks at ball one. Both coaches come over in the in between the innings and check on Carson Chambers' pitch count. Chambers now at 105 pitches. He has up to 125, so now he's down to 19 pitches left as he starts his 6th inning of work. 2-0 count here to Cardelis.
It's been an up and down day for Chambers, but he's kept him in the game.
He has that, and really, I mean, when you think of those errors in that first inning, I think
absolutely.
He's only given up 1 earned run.
He fought through some adversity to keep it as close as it is.
So this is the often heard of 13-hole hitter, Cardelis.
There you go.
And he takes a 4-pitch walk. When you're looking to chase a pitcher who's done pretty well against your team,
you never want to walk that guy in the 13-hole.
Stretch him out, but that does turn the lineup over for Luke Anderson, who's been the relief pitcher. But looks like we're going to make a change for the Sticks Browning team here on the mound. See who's coming in. We'll let you know when
they make that decision to switch it around. They had him ready to go. Number 19.
It's going to be Spencer Browning. He's moving in from shortstop to take over on the mound. We'll be back after this.
Mikey Paris back here with a pitching change. Spencer Browning will take over for the Sticks.
Yeah, good day for Carson Chambers, all things considered. He is responsible for the runner at first base, but right now he's given up 4 runs, only 1 earned. Struck out 8, walked 8, and allowed 4 hits. Leadoff hitter Luke Anderson. Top of the order for Wisconsin Elite. Jake Cardelis leads off first base, and they check on him quick. Throw over. We got a couple extra changes. Looks like Walker Wright moves to first base for Sticks Browning. Comes in one of the extra hitters. That ball is skied out to left field. Settles under it for the catch. That's 1 out. Runner remains at first base. So Walker Wright comes in for Sticks Browning to play first base.
Reed Robinson now.
Robinson 0 for 1 with a walk. That ball is up. 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
I tell you folks at home, if you're scoring when you have extra hitters, it is murder on your scorebook.
It is.
We're trying to keep it straight for you. 1-1 now with one out.
Runner takes off. Hicks with a strong throw, easily gets the runner. Great throw there by the Browning catcher, Dalton Hicks. That's 2 away here in the 6th inning.
Hicks with a great throw.
Been impressed with both of these catchers
Absolutely.
today. Reed Robinson at the plate for the Elite. 3-1. The Elite are chasing a run here. Down 5-4 to the Sticks Club.
And the clock is ticking.
That ball's away, and he will walk. Robinson's second base on balls of the day, and that'll bring up Addison Lacko. Lacko reached on an error, stole a base, and scored a run in the first inning and flew out to center field in his last at-bat. That ball's bounced in the dirt, gets away from Hicks. That'll allow Robinson to take second base. I say gets away from Hicks, but it did go in the dirt, so it was a ruled a wild pitch. Hicks just couldn't make the catch. We'll step out, and as the coach will come out and talk to his pitcher, Spencer Browning, looking to maintain that 5-4 lead here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th as time starts to tick away for the Elite here. 2-hour time limit game.
That is correct. I believe the official start time was 9:30. But we'll let the officials of the tournament make that call, and we will keep you informed as soon as we know.
Once again, this is Addison Lacko. It's 1-0 pitch. He swings and sends it to third base. Tough play for the third baseman.
He kept the ball in the infield, and that would save a run.
Going to be an infield single there for Lacko. Runner advances to third base. Aggressive base running there. Coming in hard at third base.
That ball skips away to the left. The shortstop's not allowed to make the play, and the ball game's tied.
Mm-hmm. So that'll bring up Jason Dewey. 1 for 1 on the day with a walk and a run scored, a stolen base, and some really excellent plays today at shortstop. Runner takes off for second base. Hicks won't make that throw. Stolen base for Lacko.
So a base hit here could possibly give you the lead.
That ball's
could be
driven to center. Reitner can't make the play. That'll bring in 2 easily. And the Wisconsin Elite are up 6-5.
He got to the ball, went a long way, and I mean a long way. It looked like it was almost to the warning track at 4:04 in center field, and the ball just popped out of the glove. So the up and down day continues here at Tropicana Field. A back and forth event today with 2 outs. That's Beyondich.
Wright can't get over to it in time. Strike 1.
Cam Reitner, a long wave for that ball. That was a lot farther out than I thought it was off the bat, but it just kept sailing, and he got to the spot, and it just popped out of his glove. Now Beyondich trying to put a tack-on run. We will get to the bottom of the 6th, without a doubt.
1-1 count there.
The Browning Sticks will have their at-bat to try to get 1 to tie or 2 to win, unless they add on this tack-on run.
That'll find the outfield. See if they send the runner. They are sending him a throw in, and he scores. Jason Dewey scores, gives his team a 2-run advantage on the hit by Brett Beyondich. Beyondic's second RBI of the day.
Going to make it 7-5 now. This back and forth affair.
Luke Manderson now swings at the first pitch he sees, strike one. Manderson 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch and reached third base in the first inning. Beyondich takes a small lead off of first base. Ball inside, 1-1 to Luke Manderson. 3 big runs across for the Wisconsin Elite here in the top of the 6th inning. That ball's fouled out of play. 1-2. Browning delivers, gets the strikeout to end the inning, but not before the damage was done. Wisconsin Elite pick up 3 big runs in the top of the 6th, take a 7-5 lead into the bottom of the 6th. Sticks Browning will bring Cam Reitner, Dalton Hicks, and Hudson Davis to the plate, looking to get 2 runs and keep this game going.
We'll be right back for Stream Live Tampa. We'll take a little break. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th, and this will be the last half inning of the game, folks, and it's been a barn burner, so come back with us.
Cameron Reitner to the plate here for Sticks Brownings. We are Stream Live Tampa, coming to you from Tropicana Field and the Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and under. First pitch to Reitner is up, 1-0. Luke Anderson still on the mound here for the Elite, looking to maintain a 2-run lead for his team. Wright lines that one over the first baseman. That'll be his first hit of the game. Cameron Reitner.
This will be the last half inning regardless of what happens here, so the Sticks need to score 2 if there's going to be a continuation, or 3 to walk it off.
Now Reitner did come in the second inning as a courtesy runner for the catcher here. Now stepping to the plate, Dalton Hicks showed off his speed, stole second base, and then scored on a wild pitch.
That's good for Reitner right there. I was hoping he was going to get a hit coming up after that tough play that he knows he wishes he made. But he put it behind him, and now the leadoff batter is on for the Sticks.
Dalton Hicks 1 for 2 on the day with a single in the second that, as we mentioned, allowed Reitner to come in as the courtesy runner for the catcher and score a run for his team. 1-1 from Luke Anderson to Dalton Hicks. Max Heineman throws down to first base, but Reitner gets in before the throw. Maybe if it was inside on the bag, maybe it would have had a better shot at it, but the throw was outside. That ball is skied. Weinman settles on
the backspin. He got it.
He got it. Great play there by Max Heineman. Terrific plays from the catchers today, Heineman and Hicks. And Hicks himself a catcher. He probably won't tip his hat on that play, but he'll appreciate it. Maybe just a little bit.
Nell Reitner chiming in on Facebook, her grandson with that base hit right there. You can go ahead and let him know. I said, don't sweat it, kid. He's got talent. He can play. Just to keep working hard.
Absolutely. You know, he's made 2 or 3 good plays.
And yesterday he was
well.
outstanding as well.
Hudson Davis, 0-1 with a walk. 1-1, the count against Davis. Luke Anderson, who, as we mentioned, came in with 1 out in the second inning.
He's done a fine job, too.
Done a nice job. You know, gave one back of the previous pitcher's runners there in the second, but then only one more run the rest of the way, and it did come courtesy of a throwing error. 1-2 count to Hudson Davis.
Tried to frame it, but it was outside.
2-2. Anderson with the big strikeout there of Hudson Davis. Sticks Brownings down to their final out. Runner on first base. The Wisconsin Elite ahead 7-5 here in the 6th inning.
I'm going to log back in. Joe Flanagan, yes, if it does freeze up, just pop out and pop back on. It seems to be working here in the Trop, so if you go out and come back in, it should be right back to it. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
That ball just outside to Luke Flanagan. Luke was hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning. Struck out in his second plate appearance. 2-0. He's ahead of Luke Anderson right now. Cameron Reitner at first base. That ball is going to go foul. Let's see if the third baseman can get underneath it. Excellent play there by Idell. That'll end the game. The Wisconsin Elite takes this one 7-5 against Sticks Browning. An excellent come-from-behind victory for the team from Wisconsin.
We'll take a little break, guys, with Jared Guthrie on Mikey Parrish from Tropicana Field. Next game up will probably be around 12:15-ish. So come back and join us for the next game, and we will talk with you in just a little bit. For Stream Live Tampa, Mikey Parrish and Jared Guthrie, we're out.